All right. Jeez. Try this again. All you can do. I don't know. Just dropped. But here we go. We'll start over. I didn't notice it for quite a while, and I'd already done probably most all of the show. Whatever. Let's get started. Monday, yada yada yada. Big snowstorms up in the east. Not unusual because history shows that there's been bigger snowstorms further past March. On at least three different dates, there were larger snowstorms several days from now or whatever. So there you go. Nothing unusual with that. Uh, let's see. What else did I talk about? This sucks. Damn, man. Did a good show, man, just a minute ago. I was kicking around the idea of doing something insane, like trying to, not trying to, but actually debunking Jason A, the big YouTube channel, Jason A. People would say that that's got to be impossible because it's all actual footage and actual newscasts and blah 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 and da, da, da. The problem with Jason A's channel is that it's always the title is heading leads you in a certain direction that these events are caused by or leading to some kind of catastrophe on a global scale in a little bit more permanent way or whatever. Then the way to debunk Jason A's very successful formula for fear porn and views using actual footage is to point out and prove that all of these disasters that are shown are lightweight in comparison to the past, and that nothing unusual is going on here on the Jason A channel. Let alone uh, instead of it being unusual, it's actually lesser than, or not as strong as, or not as cold as, or not as hot as, or not as deep as, or whatever in the past. That yes, disasters happen all the time, all around the world. That's probably why we have a word for disasters, in every language throughout the world, because these things been going on for a while. The problem with Jason A is that it's the intentions here is to make you think that this is something's causing this, and that we're headed for big splat or something, and it works. Everybody's own formula or whatever. His is a little more, I guess, polite and harder to debunk for sure, because first of all, you're going to have to show, of course, pictures or video from the past that would be way worse than what is being shown in the present on Jason A as a sign or whatever, and it would make it null and void. You see how it works, right? Okay, great. I'll do it someday when I ain't got nothing going on. All right, I've been a little busy. Which brings me to Nibiru. Yeah, don't worry. I'll address them. Don't worry. Brings me to the story of Nibiru. Period. For this year of 2017. Some of you people may not realize this, because whenever the big date gets real close, like it is right now, all the Nibiru people start shutting up, start getting real quiet or whatever, because their planet hasn't arrived the way it never does. The big final date, as based by all the Nibiru fraudster big view channels, all of them collectively on the YouTube are basing everything off of course, Gil Broussard, the big phony Gil Broussard that, for some people can't remember that came to us as I believe, as a woman first. Patty Broussard, and then somehow turned into a man in a giant production of Nibiru. And it was BS the first time, and of course it was BS the second time. And the big date, listen very carefully, the big date and the big prediction for the big root of the big Nibiru BS. I hope all of you are listening out there. Is at the end of March. Yes, that's the end of this month. So here's the official statement from Gil Broussard concerning Nibiru's arrival, all you big fat phony frauds. If Nibiru doesn't show by the end of March, he's 100 years off in his calculations, is what his official statement is. I mean, what a slickster. I mean, what a weasel way out. Oh yeah, just sold, collected all this money and blah blah blah. Blah. And he makes it 100 years, just beyond your possible lifetime to know if he was ever right or not. What a genius this Patty Gil Broussard guy, or whatever. But anyway, at the end of this month, it's official. The Nibiru BS is over for until they can all get it going again for next year. And that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. It's over at the end of this month for all the Nibiru tards. Now, of course, none of them admit it, and they'll probably just continue on and ignore that their big date has come and gone. Like I'm sure they're used to dates coming and going. Never mind. We'll get the biggest piece of news on the freaking planet here. We got total proof of the Eastern Circle cartel, I call them. We have a very special guest in the house tonight, Mr. Julian Assange. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for having me. Anytime, man. And I wanted to tell you that if you ever needed a place to hide or whatever, that the God particle hides over here sometimes and hangs out or whatever, and nobody's ever found him yet. So still must be a pretty good place to be or whatever. So Julian, anytime, and no need to tell me ahead of time. In fact, don't make it a surprise or whatever. But you got a very important interview and an incredibly important proof and documentation finds in your work, which is actually the only work that matters. Kind of like the what was it, the Clash being the only band that matters, is that Julian Assange, your work is the only work that matters. So without further ado, because this is so mind-boggling important, and I for some of you out there that already have a bad heart or whatever, I'm going to have to give you a warning at this point, because this information is going to it's going to ruin you. I promise. Here we go. Okay, dude. Tell us all about it. What'd you find?
There's a early 2014 email from Hillary Clinton, so not so long after she left Secretary of State, to her campaign manager, John Podesta. That email, it states that ISIS is funded by Saudi Arabia and Qatar, the governments of Saudi Arabia and Qatar. Now, this is I think this is the most significant email in the whole collection. And perhaps because Saudi and Qatari money is spread all over the place, including into many media institutions.
Okay, okay, Julian, hang on just a second. There's a since we're on, you may not, you probably wouldn't believe me, but there's some people out there that are so slow. They're in reverse. That they're thinking is get this perfectly clear. Every stinking bit of it. Are you ready? The first part of this is that beyond what do you call it, rumor or bogus information that yes, the governments of Qatar and Saudi Arabia are funding directly ISIL and the other ISI thing or whatever. We know who they are. So the first, what do you call it? Fact, important fact. No, it's not some rogue uh, sheiks, billionaire that happen to be, funding this massive terrorist organization that's spread throughout the Middle East. Back to you, sir.
All serious analysts know, even the US government mentioned or agreed with that some Saudi figures have been supporting ISIS, funding ISIS. But then that's, it's just some rogue princes using their cut of the oil money to do whatever they like, but actually the government disapproves. But that email says that no, it is the government and the government and Qatar that have been funding ISIS.
The Saudis, the Qataris, the Moroccans, the Bahrainis, particularly the Saudis and the Qataris, are giving all this money to the Clinton Foundation, while Hillary.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's review. That is made official with these documents that it's the governments of Qatar and Saudi Arabia, not just individuals. The total connection is made. It is the government's. Now we are going to talk about the laws or large, massive donations to the Clinton Foundation from the Saudi Arabia. The way the wheels turned on that one. Here we go.
Is Secretary of State, and the State Department is approving massive arms sales, particularly to Saudi Arabia.
Under Hillary Clinton, and our Clinton emails reveal significant discussion about it. The largest ever arms deal in the world was made with Saudi Arabia, more than $80 billion.
So we can see the whole picture now. That the ISIS formation, foundation, funding, blah blah blah, Saudi Arabia and Qatar. Then through emails, proven email documentation that uh, uh, government, not we got to remember the words. Government donates large amounts to the Clinton Foundation. Right afterwards, in the Obama administration, Clinton State Department, an $80 billion sale deal was made to Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia, if you don't remember the beginning where we started, Saudi Arabia is directly funding ISIS and ISIL. So you can see the big circle jerk. The money goes in to the Clinton Foundation. The deal is made. The war machine in America, the manufacturers produce the products. YouTubers film tanks on trains during the Clinton State Department. Yeah, do you guys remember seeing that movie, Trains? No, not snakes on planes, tanks on trains, new ones, and all kinds of other military equipment that was being filmed all over the United States, headed towards large shipping ports. Unmarked, brand spanking new heavy gear military equipment, also with the cherry on top, already painted the color of the sandbox. Yes, that what Dabu 7 and everybody else was saying was headed into be set up to aim directly at your face here in America. Just a massive sale to Saudi Arabia to give to ISIS to fight now American boots on the ground in Syria and Iraq. So the money goes into the Clinton Foundation. The deal is cut with the the power and the mass of the might of the industrial military complex of the United States. A deal that Saudi Arabia has been waiting for their entire life because they were never allowed out of the previous administrations. That the money goes into the Clinton East in the foundation. Then the 80 deal is cut. Then America's finest killing sent to the Middle East to be set up to aim at their very own soldiers. And they know about it. So they know that they're now they know that they've just sent your sons and daughters over to Syria and to fight their own manufactured equipment here in the United States, sold by organized criminals in their very own good. Wow. The millions of these so-called refugees are being smuggled in the middle of the night and dropped off all over the United States, undocumented. How about that? Let's finish with Julian here. He doesn't have a whole lot of time. You know, he's a pretty busy guy. So let's go ahead and finish the quick interview here. And Julian, by the way, I always refer to you as Lord of Kings or whatever, our Savior. You know, because when modern day and anybody that has come close to the wisdom of the Jesus 1,000 years ago, it'd have to be WikiLeaks and Julian Assange for good news. for modern that because that was a term for the New Age movement during the '70s for the same Bible. It was remember seeing Bibles printed with modern men on them instead of saying so. That Julian Assange, by definition, you would be our savior of this time. And thank you so very much for your work. You're welcome. Here we go.
Okay, total arms United States in terms of the dollar value doubled.
And of course, the consequence of that is that this notorious terrorist jihadist group called ISIL or ISIS is created largely with money from the very people who are giving money to the Clinton Foundation.
Yes.
That's extraordinary.
That's beyond extraordinary. That's that's treason. Let's just call it what it is. It's good old fashioned treason. We can follow the deal right into artillery, bullets, and training against our own boys overseas. Being an ideology manufactured and funded by your people in your Obama administration and previous administration. See, this is where it really gets really ugly, because we know now for sure that Saudis are the major backer of ISIS, of course. And do you guys remember the little thing called 9/11 and a little thing called the 9/11 report? It's like 400 pages. Oh, wait a minute. Some pages are missing. 28 pages are missing out of the 9/11 report because they referred to the government of Saudi Arabia and its funding, backing, and training of several of the terrorists or the hijackers on 9/11. So we can see a total collusion here that, Bush had his little deal with him, and he got himself a little something something on the side for the murder of all those people and the war afterwards and the million Iraqis dead and all that. Bush got him a little something something something, and then Clinton, came along, and then she got herself a little something something something, and all the millions of people ripped to pieces by the most insane ideology, top funded and top geared with American know-how by your government. How you like me now? What a way to wreck a Monday, huh? Did you see that story on TV, people? Did you hear a peep about a leak? A peepee about a leaky? Anybody see a peepee about a leaky on TV? No, you didn't, did you? Now they won't. Now they won't even acknowledge that there was a leak from WikiLeaks on TV. Imagine that. I think it's getting a little too hot in somebody's kitchen, possibly. Of course, you know what I would say about it. Of course, got to arrest them all and charge them for treason. Highest crime in the nation. We'll see how that goes. That's powerful stuff. I'll tell you right there. That's some powerful stuff that nobody gets to see. that's being suppressed. That anything that they could possibly talk about besides that is what they're going to talk about. That should that should trouble you somewhat. Oh God! Oh, you guys want me to address videos about me? Okay. Oh shit! The scum has been making video productions of me for a long time, and the first thing to notice about a video production from Logan Running is, gee, if that's Logan Running and he's talking, I posted the video on purpose. Yes, because it's part of a much larger video. You know that you know people. What if over the years I've been describing crime scenes and blah blah. It's all part of the news. You know, uh, just telling the news, you could say something totally horrible, couldn't you? You could say you could be describing a rape scene or something, but you're just actually just telling the news. And what if somebody just clips that out and then goes puts a nasty heading with it, and and they got to go on is just what's said right there and in that nasty heading. Well, got a you've got a production from Dark Skywatcher 74 who's now lending his videos out to Scotty over there because I guess Scotty just he's got too much going on to make a production on one watcher over there, who's of course very butthurt still from going to using his telescope and his other toys because he was busted on the internet, and he's always been mad about that. So he's got plenty of time on his hands. He loves to Logan running videos and cut this part and that part out and blah blah blah. Now I any videos that Mr. Skywatcher likes to cut up is one of them is and posted, of course, on the internet. In my defense of a situation with a person in the direct neighborhood and the children. Now, the end result was this woman was finally arrested, and her kids were taken away from her because she was not a good parent or whatever. And at the time that I make I am telling what has been going on there is that this woman thinks that she can pick up the YouTubers do because they're all so weak in the mind. They can just pick up the phone, call the police, and that the police are going to believe their story. Women for a while, and they a unrelated charge or whatever, but the fact still that what you're seeing is what they wanted to take out of a direct story to the my direct police department. Of course, this trash would never tell you that, and it's pretty obvious that if the videos of me I posted on the YouTube. Another video that this trash loves to use telling another criminal YouTuber out there that he's I don't even want to get into this guy, but I refer to him as Peter Porn King, and I was King in the video that I sent to him. That yes, I know that it is you who is using your accounts to harass people. Yes, that this piece of garbage was hiding behind his own kids' YouTube accounts to criminally harass people on and off of the internet. And I made a video and I told him that I ran the accounts back and it showed these Facebook of his kids or whatever. So I showed it to him so he would know the mistake that he would make, that he had made. Not blocking me from following the account right back. And to this day, Porn King has always said that Logan has pictures of his children. You harass me with their accounts. And I believe in that exact same video. I know that your family and your kids don't even know of your criminal activity. Accounts. All left on the cutting room floor, of course. But, it's a free world, free internet. Do anything you want. I know I will. I don't have to. When the posters of these Dark Skywatcher and Scott Sion, these are felons with record proven. It's them. And Skywatcher's charge is directly related to YouTube for scamming on YouTube for years. Went to jail, lost his telescope in a fake raffle scam. They got over getting busted for crimes on the internet. It makes him mad that they can't commit their crimes on the internet and get away with it. So sure, he's going to make some videos of me, and people. That's what brings me to the next part of this is if you guys haven't seen, I know I can't stand Alex Jones either, but go see what Jesse James has. When Alex has him on for a quick interview or whatever, and Alex likes to try to butt in on him a lot, but just talking, and kind of shuts him down. So that's kind of funny, but things that I think a lot of people is the way a lot of people are feeling out there or whatever, and it's one of the best interviews for your average Joe on the street of what they really think about this movement to just oust Trump, no matter what, and all that kind of stuff that goes on. But he refers to what tabloids and made up stories about him on the internet because Jones asked him straight up. He's like, "Man, how'd you live through that? People were saying all kinds of stuff about you." He's like, "Just ignore it. Just ignore it and go on." I mean, people have made their mind up on the tabloids of whether they believe them or not, but really before they even read the headline. So you've got a person, oh, that dirty rotten scum, and then you got other percentage that read and go, I know that's trash. That's just just trying to get some views, whatever. So good for him on making it through whatever it was that was. They never got into that, of course. So I guess I'll leave it at that. I don't want to blur what's been said here tonight, especially by our Lord and Savior Julian Assange there for the absolute total collusion, pretty giant crime ring here. I mean, rooted from the Bush era in 9/11, Saudi Arabia, funding them. The deals being made because of the funding. It's a definition of treason, and I mean high treason, because this going over to the sandbox to eventually wind up in the belly of a kid from America that believes that he's fighting for the freedom of his country when he's actually caught in a big shell game, and the shell game is to hide the truth from the people. People knew about this industry of death and the money involved. I mean, let's look at the big picture here. Bush and company has always profited off of death. Planned Parenthood and all that, and and then we've got Clinton. I mean, this is bloody red-handed, taking the money from the Saudis, making the deal that had never been made in history before. There's a reason for that. You can't trust these damn people. You gonna send them some nuclear warheads too, and just trust that they're not going to turn them right back on his hands? Well, that's what they're doing with all those tanks on trains that Dabu 7 was posting that were being hit in America. No, they're not here. They were delivered on time, the highest of quality. Everybody out in the military, you have got to let them know about this. They are fighting a ghost, the mirror themselves. The fully orchestrated by your freaking government. Logan out.